Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are feeling refreshed and ready to dive in our next topic, that is transforming to 21st century operation, a journey that is less about buzzwords and more about real and impactful change. So before the post-lunch drowsiness kicks in, let's start the session. Yeah. So in this session, we have privilege of hearing from three distinguished speakers, each bringing unique perspective and expertise on how organizations are evolving their operations to meet the challenges and opportunities in the 21st century. So our first presentation will be jointly delivered by Mr. Dinesh Tukaram, Chief Solutions Officer, Utthunga, and Jagadeesh Aaroli, AGM Enterprise Solutions, Suprajit Automotive, who will be speaking to us on accelerating Automotive 4.0, the part 2 operation excellence. And the second presentation will be delivered by Mr. M. Harish, Manager, Offshore Delivery Center, Yokogawa India Limited, who will be speaking to us on technologies transforming payment management. And the third presentation will be delivered by Mr. Ronak Agarwal, Enterprise Project and Delivery Head, Ascent, who will be speaking to us on bridging integrity and reliability, unifying RBI and RCM for smart asset strategies. So every presenter will be having 20 minutes each. So I would like to invite Mr. Dinesh Tukaram and from Utthunga and Jagadeesh Aaroli from Suprajit Automotive on the stage, please. Thank you.
So good afternoon all. Yeah, difficult session after lunch, but we'll keep it very interesting. This is a wonderful experience of how we have completely used digital transformation initiatives to actually accelerate the operational excellence improvement in Suprajit. So we have I have Mr. Jagadeesh, who was the champion from our customer Suprajit, a very challenging and difficult customer to deal with, but yes, he has very tall asks and tries to get big things done very smartly. So we are very lucky to work with him as part of this journey where we have transformed their operations and production. So I will just give a few minutes to Jagadeesh to share his perspective on what was the driver for this and how did they go about looking at solving this problem and finding the right technology partners and technologies to achieve their business objectives.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Jagadeesh. So I am working for Suprajit from past 22 years. So all these people are talking about AI, Gen AI, but ultimately you need an end user, correct? So where are you going to implement it? You can show a demo how the things will work, but where you are using, what benefits you are getting, that is a very important factor. So in Suprajit, I will just brief about Suprajit, who we are and what we are doing. Then I will explain about the IoT, how we are effectively using it in our plants. Yeah, so this is our so global footprint. So our company started in 1985 and is a Bangalore-based company, and we are Tier 1 supplier to many OEMs in India and abroad. Okay, and we have 18 plus plants in India, and we have 10 plus plants in UK, USA, Germany, China. And these are our different brands which we operate, like Suprajit, Westcon, Phoenix, Turfa, like that. Yeah. So these are our major OEMs where we are supplying to almost all automotive OEMs, starting from General Motors, Audi, Volkswagen, you name the customer, we have a presence. And we are supplying to two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, off-road, on-road, all customers. It's not operating? Yeah, so this started in 1985. So earlier it was a single customer. Now we have multiple customers. Started with single product, like we started with the mechanical control cables. Now we are supplying to electronics parts also. And we have earlier one location, we have multiple locations. In India, I told you we have 18 plants. So in Bangalore, we have 7 plants. We have 2 plants in Chennai, 2 plants at Noida, Manesar, Bhiwadi, Haridwar, Pune. Yeah. And these are the different brands we are operating: Sufri, Phoenix, Tafa, and Westcon. So Westcon is a US-based company. Next slide. Yeah. So coming to the IoT part. So what is we are looking at? So as I said, we have different from multiple plants. We wanted to understand the real-time data, real-time visibility. And in Bangalore as well, we have 7 plants, and one plant we are having 100 plus assembly lines. Just imagine 100 plus assembly lines operating by 1,500, 2,000 people. So how we are going to monitor all the people? If one line stops, we are going to have a huge losses. And many cases we are working just in time. So the customer give orders morning and evening we have to deliver. Like in case of TVS, Bajaj. So that cases, it's very, very important to us that our line should not stop, and what are the difficulties we are facing with respect to the line operation. So that should be a real-time monitoring. So that visibility we are getting using the IoT platform. And not only getting the data, we have to take a decision. If my line is stopping, we have to take a decision why it is stopping, who is responsible, how we are going to improve on that. So all those things, the steps we have initiated. And because of this IoT, I just given one example or one data. So something called productivity in the automotive industry. So one of our plant productivity was 7,500 before implementing this. Today it's 11,000. So you can see the drastic change just over 3 years of usage. So we have been, our productivity has been increased. So not only that, the decision taking how it's going to improve is whenever any line stops, the system will give alerts. It's level 1, level 2, level 3 kind of thing. Not only alerts, it also tells you what the value or losses you are going occurred. Okay, if 10 minutes line stops, it will also alert you what are the value you have lost. So we can recover giving OT, all those things, but the value lost is lost. So that kind of things, information are getting, and using that, if I just click a button, it will tell me during this month, so these are the lines have stopped, and these are the major contributors for the losses. So that unless you are able to do it. In the thing, what are the applications you are using is the production planning, quality monitoring, and the predictive maintenance. Okay, all these things we are using the application. Okay, quality, I can just click a button, it will show what is my SPC, what is my CPK for this line, this product, customer wise. So we have a lot of combinations. And also we have automotive thing, so we have to save our data more than 15 plus years. Okay, that means if any product goes wrong at the field and customer asks me, give me the data. So these data storage also we are using using the IoT. So where the database, we are uploading all the critical parameters, process parameters, and storing there, and just click a day, which part number, I will get all the data. Can you talk about this?
Yeah. So it was a very, I would say a very incremental journey. And the best thing of this was it was started with the right note. So actually the platform strategy was arrived at. So they, knowing that there are multiple plants, multiple lines, and they don't want to go for a big bang investment. So first the platform strategy was arrived at, and it was decided to go on AWS and then the platform. In this case, the platform for all the data crunching was chosen as ThingsWork, and then the data ingestion part. So even because these are all some key decisions which were required to be taken upfront before the implementation of the project was supposed to start, and then since knowing that there is a large scaling which is required and there is a lot of flexibility required, So we had to make right decisions on platforms and how to really segregate the data and choose the right technology to get the data from the lines. So these were all some initial decision makings which were done, and first 20 lines were actually piloted with all these design approach, and that is where the data layer started building up. So it was first 20 lines, and then another 20 lines were added, and then I think they have around 100 lines on the entire solution, and then the application layer. So started off first looking at monitoring, looking at getting the data from all these lines, showing real-time status of the lines, real-time status of the quality data, and then the work order status. So it started on first with monitoring the data, and then later it actually evolved to analysis, giving root cause analysis. Now when there's a quality issue, they could actually on a click get the root cause of all the quality issues. So again, these were all very systematically planned and sequentially implemented, so that we don't rush and create a lot of confusion in the implementation. And also there was a lot of change management which has to be experienced, because people have to get used to seeing the real-time data and believe that, trust that, because there's a lot of initial teething issues where the numbers would not be accepted by the people on the line. So in that way, the incremental journey was very helpful, and in building that confidence and trust in what data is actually coming on the system. And then of course the usability part of it, like how do we show different dashboards on the shop floor, and what type of data should be available in the shop floor for all the people who are on the line, and what type of data the supervisors have to get, or the plant supervisor has to get, and then what type of data has to get into the management information report. So these were all other aspects which started creating the value for all the users after all the data from all these lines were collected, aggregated, processed, and then now looking at the insights, analyzing them, providing them the root causes, and then as he rightly said, notifying when something goes wrong, notifying the users who are decision makers on what actually they should do. So this was the journey actually.
Yeah, to add on that, so we can talk hi-fi language like AI, all those things, but what the real operators are getting, what information are passing to them, and the decision what they are taking, and using that thought, how we are going to improve our process. I will give some of the examples. Now I have one line, and I have given a target of 1 hour, 600 parts to be produced. If the operator or the complete line has produced only 500 parts, then system will alert them saying that you have 100 backlogs. And when the operator sees that, it will give a red alarm saying that you are backlog of 100 parts. Then, so without wasting a time or doing some other work, he can start improving his performance. And because we are showing on the shop floor, it also tells which is the best line, like how the bulletins will come. So at the bottom of the displays we are displaying which is the best line, which is the best engineer, who is the best supervisor. So that triggers their mind and saying that, oh, that line is doing a good job, or they are getting a good OEE. And based on these things, we will summarize on the monthly basis which is the best line for OEE and who is the best supervisor. So that will give an alert to the operator supervisors to perform better. And during the lunch breaks also, the people will discuss about all those things. Okay, my nail is performing better than you. That kind of things are happening. So that will happen because of the real-time data visibility to the operators and the supervisors.
Yeah. So the modularity and flexibility had to be designed from the line itself, not just from the software. So initially to collect the data from the line, the system design was we would take all the signals per line. We would have one micro PLC which actually collects the data, pushes it to the Kepware server. So this helped us to actually flexibly add more lines as the lines got added to the system, and subsequently we could add more lines and get the data integrated into the entire platform. So this was just the typical architecture on the line to collect the data when the line is in the operation, when there are some real-time operation happening. And then you can see that's how the data actually was based on the lines, assembly lines and the materials, they were all grouped here and then getting into the Kepware server and then go to the IoT platform, and all the data crunching was done. In fact, the platform has been put on AWS, but it's just shown on-prem here. So this is how the simple architecture, though it looks very simple, but it was very modular. So without changing the platform, we could scale it from 20 lines to 100 lines, and now they are having plans to get other plants, like out of, I think, 4 plants. After one plant, the next 3 more plants. So we don't have to change anything on the infrastructure now, be it the cloud platform or the IoT platform, or even the data part which comes from individual lines. So a very standardized approach has been taken. So it becomes very simple to replicate this line by line across the different plants.
Yeah, to add on this, so if you see manufacturer like us, so we don't have that digital capacity or digital data to be extracted from the machines. So we are using the press machines, small kind of customized machines which cannot transfer the digital data. So for the reason, so we have just added a simple PLC so that we can extract the data. Okay, and the investment we have made so less that the ROI we have got within 6 months' time.
Yeah. So this is just very simple, just the software data architecture, not have to get into the details. But again, the key modules which Mr. Jagadeesh mentioned about quality management, production management, planning. So these were the key modules which got implemented consuming this data, and which helped significantly in terms of the production performance. Maybe some numbers you can share, like what was the quality improvement or the cycle time improvement.
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned about the productivity. So the productivity tells itself. So earlier it was around 7,500 productivity, now it's close to 11,000. The quality also, because in real-time production, what happens, sometimes the supervisors and the operators will try to hide the rejections. But here, because of the automated systems, whenever you put the part on the inspection, automatically system grabs what are the rejects. So we have put a small a sensor kind of thing where whenever any part got rejects, so you have to dump the parts on that particular item, and it will sense automatically real time what are the rejections are happening. So this will lead so the data accuracy, and there will not be any missed information to flow to the next level.
Yeah. Just before closing, quickly what Utthunga does. So we are a product engineering and a solutions company. We started our journey doing product engineering services to automation OEMs, and slowly we have graduated to do turnkey projects. We do EPC projects. We do process engineering, plant engineering, and manufacturing services also, primarily focusing on the industrial domain. We work with the OEMs, we work with the end users, and then again in different engagement models. It can be turnkey, it can be SOW mode, or build, operate, transfer mode. So these are our different engagement models. And since we started our journey with product development engineering services, we have a very good capability in different IT technologies which are today getting used to build all these new generation products, inserting new technologies to make them more smarter and intelligent. And then we also work in an ecosystem where we work along with our OEMs, with some startups, with our own internal capabilities and some manufacturing partners. So we have built a very good ecosystem. So we are almost 18 years now in the industry, headquartered in Bangalore. And globally, we are in US, Europe, and Japan. And we are part of a lot of these industry bodies like OPC Foundation, OPA Foundation, FTT, Fieldcom, where we actually get to know about a lot of technologies which are coming in into the market, and we are part of the working groups. So we have our own OPC stack. We have released some OPC books recently for end users. So in that way, we are very well knitted in this environment, working with all the different stakeholders who build products, take products to customers, make them help to improve their overall business. And apart from the services, we do turnkey solutions in different areas. It can be around sustainability, energy management, decarbonization, declimatization. We have around 100 process engineers along with a lot of technology. So we bring the blend of both technology and domain. And then working on smart manufacturing solutions like what we just briefly walked through in Suprajit. And then with all these technologies, building digital twin solutions. So these are our key offerings on the solution side, where we take end-to-end responsibility and turnkey projects. And catering to key process industries and predominantly in process and discrete manufacturing. Yeah.
I think we have completed on time.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the Thank you so much for the excellent presentation. Your insights were truly valuable.